Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Kol Holoyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of power. Right? The Spirit is the thing that bears witness with the Spirit inside of us to let us know that we are the children of the Most High. That's how we are able to claim to be Yasharallah. On top of archaeological finds, historic writings, but the validity of our claim is in the Spirit, right? And the Spirit resides in this word, right? The Spirit is all around us, but the Holy Spirit that comes from the word of the Most High lives in His word. It's the Comforter, right? We go to John 6 and 63. Says, it is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? The word holds the Spirit. Right? The word dictates who we are because of what's written in the word, what's prophesied for the Most High's people to be going through in the end times, what's prophesied for the Most High's people to go through, right, during slavery, coming out of slavery, before going into slavery, right? The mindset of the Most High's people, the mindset of the elect, and the mindset of the 2/3. All of it's written in the word. That's how we know who we are. But on the flip side of that coin, it's also how we know who the surrounding nations are. It's how we know who Esau Edom is because of what's written in the word. All right? We go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And verse 45. Says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. Right? So the reason why we in the position that we're in is because in our past, and really in this time too, the majority of the Most High's people just refuse to do what's right. So the curses are on the whole nation. Right? But here's the point. Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. These words are upon us for a sign. On the flip side of that, it's upon the nations, the heathens, for a sign to let us know who are these individuals that the Most High deemed our enemies. Who are the individuals that the Most High deemed the wicked? Right? All we have to do is follow the signs. Right? So, I'm going to let this video play and I'll be right back.
At a morgue in Jenin, this family is grieving over the loss of a 16-year-old son. Sila says she last saw her brother 2 days ago. That's when he was killed by Israeli fire during a raid in the West Bank, according to his family. Reuters hasn't determined the exact circumstances, but it happened during Israel's massive ongoing military operation targeting militants in the area, the largest in 2 decades. Father Hussam Marshud says his son was trying to visit an injured friend at the hospital. He says he told him not to go because he had a feeling something would happen. He told his siblings to go watch after him. The United Nations and aid agencies have voiced concern over the scale of this raid by Israeli forces, saying there were restrictions on medical access, including first responders, although Israel says it has given no order to block ambulances. The Red Crescent also says it's evacuated about 3,000 people from the Jenin refugee camp. Several people have been killed and about 100 wounded, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry, but it's not immediately clear how many were militants and how many were civilians. As of Tuesday, Israel said it confirmed every person killed was a combatant.
Now, how the hell did Israel do that? How they know that everybody that they killed was in the military? And this ain't the first shootout they've had. This ain't the first bombing they've had. And this is a continuing thing over there. But, sticking to the point, let me go to the book of Isaiah. Chapter 2. I'm going to start from the top. Now, actually, I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it." So this is saying, in the end, the Most High's people are going to be established on this earth, meaning they're going to be back in their homeland. And the rest of the nations are going to go to Yasharallah, right? To get preached to get taught the word, right? To get taught what to do and what not to do, because these laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be a worldwide thing. Ain't going to be no, in this corner you do it and over there you do what you want to do. That's not how that's going to operate, right? Verse 3 says, "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem." Right? Here's the point. "And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more." That's a prophecy of the Most High's chosen people in their homeland. There will be no more wars. But what did we just witness on our screen? The people that's claiming to be at war. Right? Same point, but in a different book and different chapter. So Micah chapter 4, verse 1. "But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. And many nations shall come and say, Come and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem." It's the same thing. Double down on the same prophecy, because this is a major thing. That means peace will be on the earth once the Most High's real chosen people have made it back to their homeland. There will be no more wars. All right, verse 3. "And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more." Right? So what that mean? That mean it's imposters over there. Right? And it's going to get to the point to where the Most High going to have the whole world see it. But right now, right, the warning, right, Understand who you are, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans, and all our brethren around the world, all of so-called Negro descent, because it ain't about a black or a white. Right? Notice what we read in John 6:63. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? Romans 8:16. The spirit beareth witness with our spirit. That's what this is all about. Right? Wherever you fall in these words called the Bible, in these words of the Most High, that's who you are. Right? And right now, we doing some more exposing, because in Isaiah 47 it says that the daughter of Babylon will be exposed. Right? And this gonna be happening until Shiloh come, man, to the end. All right, let me go to 2 Thessalonians. I bring this out quite often. Chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, right, or Allah, or power, right, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? Who is this individual that's sitting in the temple of power? He not sitting in the heavens of heavens with Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Of course not. Right? But what he is doing is sitting in the place of the Most High's people, claiming to be so. Right? Sitteth in the temple of power. Let me go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of power, and that the spirit of power dwelleth in you? Right? Speaking to Yashar Allah. Right? Yahi Shar Prince Allah Power. Sons of power. Right? And this devil is sitting in our place. But the Most High is revealing this devil. The Most High is allowing all of the end time prophecies to be happening at the same time, which means that the Most High is destroying Babylon before our eyes, and it will ultimately lead to a full-fledged destruction. All right? Let me go to, where's the Isaiah 1? Let me see. Nah, I think it's maybe Isaiah 2. Let me keep on going down. Yeah, let me read Isaiah chapter 2 and I guess I'll start at 17. It says, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahweh, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. That's what this devil got to look forward to, man. Utter destruction, man, when Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai makes his presence known on this earth full-fledged for everybody. When the day of the Lord come, that's a wrap for this place, man. It's a wrap for the imposters, man. Right? Straight like that. Let me see. Isaiah 5. It's a lot. 1 second. Salah. So this is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 19. It says, "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." Right? Simple as that, man. These imposters got to go, and the Most High has put those wheels into motion. So it's only a matter of time, right? So Abba Babal, right? So with that, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Kol Holoyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Haracha Kodash Shalom Yashalom.